If you were Googling, should I move to Tuscaloosa, Alabama? Stop! Watch this video first, because I'm going to give you the real, honest, locals only version of what life is actually like here. No fluff, no real estate spin, just everything you need to know. And I think by the end of this, you're going to be very excited about this move or the potential of this move. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, I'm so glad you found me. My name is Mary Harmon Young. I am a residential realtor here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama with eXp, and I've been helping families buy and sell homes in the Tuscaloosa, Northport, and West Alabama area since 2009. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything. We're talking neighborhoods, schools, cost of living, things to do with your kids, the outdoor life, the food, and even the faith community. And yes, of course, we're going to be talking about Alabama football because you need to be emotionally prepared. Before we really get into the specifics, I want to answer the question about, why Tuscaloosa? Why not Birmingham? Why not Huntsville? And here's my honest answer. Tuscaloosa gives you something that those cities frankly can't. The energy and opportunity of having a major university combined with the pace and community of just a small southern town where people still know your name. We are home to the University of Alabama, which is one of the largest and most recognized universities in the Southeast, which means this city has culture, art, sports, incredible dining, and a constant energy you just don't find in a lot of cities around the country. We're also home to the Mercedes-Benz U.S. International, and they have brought thousands of corporate professionals, both for their own company as well as suppliers that they have to all make the different Mercedes vehicles. We've also got DCH Regional Medical Center, which is our growing healthcare corridor, bringing in medical professionals from all across the region. Tuscaloosa is not a pit stop, it's a destination, and I do truly believe that. All right, let's go ahead and talk numbers, because I know this is one of the first things people actually want to know. The cost of living in Tuscaloosa is roughly about 11 to 12% below the national average, which means housing, groceries, healthcare are all coming in lower than what most people that are relocating here are used to paying. Now, this is really where it gets interesting. For families coming from major metros like California, New York, Chicago, when I show them what their budget can get, their jaws literally drop. We're talking about a 4-bedroom home in a good school zone with a 2 to 3 car garage, a nice fenced-in backyard in neighborhoods where your kids are riding their bikes on the sidewalks for what you would get for a 2-bedroom apartment in most cities. And that's the reality of this market. Now, I do want to be transparent with you. Home values in Tuscaloosa have appreciated. The market has grown just like everywhere else. Entry-level homes in popular neighborhoods are not what they were 5 years ago, much less 2 years ago. But compared to the rest of the country, Tuscaloosa still represents an exceptional value for what you get. Technically, the median home price can be about $250,000, but depending on the school zone or the area that you want to be in, we do see homes closer to probably the $400 to $450 price point on a regular day. If you want to know what your specific budget could get you right now, go ahead and drop it in the comments or reach out to me directly, because I do love running those numbers for people. All right. Neighborhoods. This is one of my favorite sections because this is where I really get to be your local expert and not just a Google search. So if you want to be in a newer home in a neighborhood with a lot of amenities and very great, good, top-rated schools, you're probably going to want to look more on the northern side of Tuscaloosa, and a lot of times what we call the North River or the North Ridge area. A lot of these neighborhoods are new construction or less than 5 to 10 years old. We have neighborhoods with lots of playgrounds, parks, sidewalks, tons of neighborhood landscaping. We even have some neighborhoods that have pools, sometimes pricey HOA communities, but they're going to give you a lot of landing spots for families, retirees. We've got some of the gated communities that we see in Tuscaloosa in this area. We do see some rental options. Those are typically more for corporate rentals and less like student rentals. But this is the type of neighborhood where you're going to see people out in the park. You're going to see neighbors running and exercising, and where people actually use their front yards. So if you are looking for charming, a lot of character, potentially historic, if you want to walk to some of Tuscaloosa's nightlife or walk down to a restaurant, then you're really going to want to stay in the downtown Tuscaloosa area. That way you're able to walk to both University Farmers Market, Amphitheater, downtown Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa's historic district is beautiful. They've got homes, gosh, really from all the 1900s and some even a little older. There's lots of sidewalks, there's neighborhoods. You're also going to see some condos in that area as well. Typically, the Tuscaloosa Historic District prices are a little bit more higher than the downtown Northport Historic District. And also the homes in the Northport area are a little bit smaller, kind of more cottagey than Tuscaloosa, which has some more of those grander Victorian homes. Northport still has that cute downtown with cute little restaurant, got some nightlife. It's got a toy store, some stores, things like that for you to walk down to. So don't count out downtown Northport. It's a little bit more price sensitive area. You've got all the Kentuck art stuff. So that is another area. If you want new construction, we do have a lot of new construction currently going on the east part of Tuscaloosa, as well as 69 South, and then also in that 35406 area. Some have larger lots, some are more the zero lot line. We have a variety of price points available in that new construction market as well. Tuscaloosa is also known for some of its absolutely stunning properties, both on golf courses or on Lake Tuscaloosa. Those are going to be more your luxurious and private neighborhoods that we have, executive level neighborhoods that really rival anything you'd find in your larger cities. For schools, I know many of you already have kids that are in a school somewhere and you're a little nervous about moving them or changing their schools. And that's really the question that you want information about. We have two public school systems. We have Tuscaloosa City Schools and we have the Tuscaloosa County Schools. Depending on what type of neighborhood you're wanting to live in, Tuscaloosa City Schools does offer several specialty schools. We have the Magnet School, which is elementary and middle school. We also have an IB program as well, an arts program as well. In the county schools, most of their programs are actually within the different school systems and not individual school programs outside of the schools, like in the city schools. The county schools certainly covers a wider geographic area, so we do have lots of private school options that are very different as well. We have Christian schools, we have Catholic schools, we have more of a prep school. We also have a magnet and an international school. So depending on what kind of environment you want your child to have, we probably have the right fit for them. And here's the thing, my honest advice to every family that's looking to relocate to Tuscaloosa and the ones that I work with, so we don't just look at the district rankings. We look at the specific school for your child's age, for the interests that they have, and then we kind of marry it with the type of lifestyle and neighborhood that you want. So things to do with your kids in Tuscaloosa. This is the section where I really get to brag a little because I think people who haven't spent a lot of time here in Tuscaloosa or have only spent time on the University of Alabama campus, they don't realize how much there is to do in Tuscaloosa outside of a game day, much less with kids and a family. So of course, let's lead with Alabama football. If you move to Tuscaloosa, football is not just a sport, it's a community experience. Bryant-Denny Stadium holds over 100,000 people, and that's just inside the stadium. We probably have that many, if not more, enjoying the strip or the quad. And just the fall Saturday, it just transforms our entire community. The energy is just indescribable. Let's be honest. If you are not a college football fan, I still want to help you find your home here. But I do want you to go in knowing that game days are a big deal. Traffic is a real deal. And something usually happens for people after a few seasons here. They start to bleed crimson, and it just happens. Lake Tuscaloosa is a 5,885 acre reservoir just north of the city. It does encompass some of Tuscaloosa as well as Northport, and it really is one of the crown jewels of our community. You can do boating, fishing, kayaking, paddleboarding, of course swimming. Families who love being outside are really going to feel like they hit the jackpot here. We have lots of boat landings both in Tuscaloosa and Northport, and then we also have a private country club on the lake as well. We also have the Black Warrior River that is going to be running through more kind of the middle of town. It is right along the banks of Tuscaloosa and Northport, and it's on the northern part of campus. It is got the Tuscaloosa Riverwalk, which is also home to the Farmers Market. Tuscaloosa Amphitheater has a beautiful greenway for walking, running, or just enjoying the views out on the water. You will see the University of Alabama rowing team sometimes practicing, as well as tugboats going up and down the water. The University of Alabama Arboretum is also another hidden gem with gorgeous trails with native Alabama woodlands. There's really no shortage of ways to be outside here. The Druid City Arts Festival just happened last weekend, and it is every spring, and it fills downtown with local artists, live music, and really good food. We have the Food and Wine Festival, Margarita Festival, the Kentucky Arts Festival. We have lots of festivals throughout the entire year. If you're looking for something more regular, we do have the Tuscaloosa Farmers Market every Saturday along the Riverwalk. And then in Northport, we also have the Northport Farmers Market. So depending on what you're looking for, I promise one of the vendors there is going to have it for you on a Saturday morning. My kids always love going to the Children's Hands-On Museum. It is in downtown Tuscaloosa. It is currently still open, but it is going to be relocated to the Sabin Center once it is finished being completed. The Alabama Museum of Natural History and the Paul W. Bryant Museum are also both fantastic, fun family museums with a little bit of education and fun events throughout the year as well. The Tinsel Trail is during the holidays. It is right downtown in Government Plaza. It has recently been named one of USA Today's best holiday light displays in the country. It's magical. Lots of local businesses and nonprofits decorate different trees. They turn on, and it's beautiful at night. And then right in the middle is an ice skating ring where they, of course, also have Santa. When I think of some other really good events that are seasonal and educational, we also have Moundville Archaeological Park. My kids went on lots of field trips there, but it's also fun to go see that as well. We have Tuscaloosa Barnyard, which my kids love. It allows kids to kind of go out and feed the animals, do hay rides, pony rides. They have a pumpkin patch in the fall. We have lots of splash pads and pools throughout both public and private. We do have some fantastic playgrounds. Probably the one that is currently our most popular one with my kids is Mason's Place. It is located within Moneysuckle Park, more on the northern side of town. But it has the turf, so that you don't worry about your kids getting too dirty. It is done in the University of Alabama theme, but it is also an ADA friendly playground, so their friends of all different abilities are able to come and play with them and have birthday parties there and really just enjoy. We also have lots of family friendly restaurants, but barbecue is a way of life here in Alabama. Tuscaloosa has some of the best that you will find anyway. Beyond that, we do have a vibrant local scene, both downtown, on campus, in Northport. So whether you're looking for kind of that really good foodie experience or you're just looking for a reliable family spot, I think if you ask my son, he might say that Heat Pizza is his favorite because it's downtown on Government Plaza with lots of room for him to run outside and throw the football. I think my favorite might be the sushi at Chuck's in downtown Tuscaloosa, but I think my husband's favorite is Evangeline's. It's more of a foodie place or date night opportunity. I also want to take a moment to just kind of talk about things that don't always show up in the relocation guide. What's Tuscaloosa's faith community look like? And here's the thing, we do have a strong faith community. The church is here, and there are lots. I hear lots of jokes about how they're basically on every corner, are active. They're welcoming, whether you're Baptist, Catholic, non-denominational, or even just looking for a mosque. We have one of those on campus as well. You're going to find a church family here that will take you in and that you will get connected with. Let's talk maybe about some of the not great things here, because I did promise to be honest with you. Number one, it's hot. And it can be not just hot, but hot and sweaty and sometimes smelly. Alabama summers are hot and humid. We're talking like 100, sometimes 105. And with humidity that we have, it can even be hotter than that. I say you'll adjust. Number two, tornado season is real. We're in Alabama, we have tornadoes, but we take our tornadoes very, very seriously. We do have homes that have basements, not as many as you would think, but we do have some homes with safe rooms as well. And then I will say, whenever I'm showing a home, especially to relocation buyers, we always have kind of a storm preparedness conversation and talk about which room would be best in the event of a tornado. So in 2011, unfortunately, we had a big tornado that hit Tuscaloosa, and our community rebuilt, and it did rebuild, I would say, stronger than ever. But we have really learned to respect the weather, we prepare for it, we talk about it a lot, And we look out for each other, unfortunately, when it does happen. Traffic. Most days, we really have kind of immune to the traffic that you see in Birmingham or Atlanta. But game day traffic is a different story, and it can be significant. You're going to want to plan your errands accordingly, plan your days accordingly. But it does become manageable once you understand the patterns of game day and which parts of town are busy. And after a while, it just becomes part of your life and your rhythm that you know and understand. Number 4, we don't have a lot of the big name stores. We have a lot of really cute boutiques. We have a Sam's, Walmart, Target, Publix. Depending on what you want, what you're looking for, you may have to order online or drive to Birmingham. Regardless of these 4 things, I genuinely believe Tuscaloosa is one of the best kept secrets in the South for families and people who just want to live in a small town community with a lot of options. I always hear people say that they wish they would have moved here sooner. And I want to end with the question that I really get a lot from families who are seriously considering. And it's this: Mary Harmon, is Tuscaloosa actually a good place to raise kids? And I want to answer that not just as a realtor who's helped hundreds of families, but also as a mom who's raising her 2 kids here in Tuscaloosa. And yes, with my whole heart, yes. My kids are growing up going to games, whether that's Alabama baseball, Alabama football, Alabama basketball games, but they also know who their neighbors are. They go to school with kids that we see at the ballpark, that we see after school, that we see their families at church. We go to dinner with them. We see them on Lake Tuscaloosa. We see them downtown at the farmer's market. And they aren't just like, oh yeah, I recognize them, but they're friends. We talk to each other. We communicate. We hug each other. Probably talk more than we should, but we are a community that shows up for each other at school, at church, and at the local ballpark. It's not something that you can put in your MLS description or even on the Zillow link, but it's the thing that matters most. And Tuscaloosa has it in abundance. So if you're seriously considering this move, I want to be your person. I want to earn your trust, your friendship, and your business. I've been in this market since 2009. I know the neighborhoods. I know the school zones. I know the streets. I genuinely love helping families find the right fit for their lives here in Tuscaloosa. Not just the right house, but also the right home. So this is what I need you to do next. First, drop your biggest question down below in the comments. What is one thing you still want to know about Tuscaloosa? I do read every single comment and I will answer you personally. 2, go ahead and hit subscribe. I try to regularly post neighborhood deep dives, school zone guides, market updates, relocation videos, everything you might need to know about living in Tuscaloosa on this channel. And 3, if you are ready to get serious, want to have a real conversation about what your move could look like, there's a link in the description down below to reach me directly. We can chat on the phone, set up a Zoom, or if you're here visiting or already in person, we can set up a time to chat directly in person. I offer complimentary relocation consultations and would love to walk you through this market. Welcome to Tuscaloosa. I cannot wait to show you around. Roll Tide or Roll Tide in training. Either way, I'm so glad you're coming and can't wait for you to fall in love with Tuscaloosa too.